everybody. Hello. How's it going? I am just spending another day outside. Well, not a full day, just a few hours, I would say. I wanted to go on live and say hi to everybody. So welcome. Thanks for joining. Today I thought we would just do some question and answers. So, hi Catalina. Hello. Hi Peace, Tranquility, Love. Hi. Hi Antoine. Hello. Hey X. They call me X. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for joining. My name is Amy and I run Raise the Vibe Tribe. I just have this really, let's see, hold on, this tripod that I have is not very stable, so hopefully it won't tip over. But, so welcome, and I like to just pop on and do question and answers. Sometimes I'll do readings. My background's in nursing and energy therapy, and I also do readings. So, hello, hi. And what do I think of Jesus? I think he's amazing. I'm not religious, but I definitely have had him come into sessions, and he's great. Hi, I'm okay, dude. Hi, hello, hey, everybody. So, thanks, Light Within. Today was a day off of work. I just did some errands and took some me time. I'm going to go to the gym later, so it'll be really nice. And I just wanted to pop on and say hello to everybody. It's my goal now. It paused. It's my goal to be on here more often, so hopefully the signal stays good. I'm not at home right now, so I think I'm on data. Again. Okay, I'm going to have to switch that. We're trying it again. So, welcome. This is take 2. And let's hope we keep a signal here. Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. I am just praying that the signal stays. So, welcome back. If you were on the last live that lasted 3 minutes. Hi. That was crazy. I don't know, it just keeps trying to connect to Wi-Fi and then data, so we'll see. Hopefully it stays. So welcome everybody, and my name is Amy. I run Raise the Vibe Tribe, and I like to come on lives and just take questions. Sometimes I'll do readings, and and then sometimes just talk about the subject of the day or questions that you guys might have that could help everybody. And hopefully the cars going by in the background aren't too loud. We're just going to go with it. So let's see. Somebody asked how I do readings. I tune in with clairvoyant abilities and clairaudient abilities, so I can connect in with guides and angels and hear what information they have to share, and also see the aura and the energy field. So that's my way of connecting in. So hi, hey everybody. What are some good spiritual Instagram pages to follow? So if you go to Raise the Vibe Tribe and just kind of look at the ones that I'm following, those are ones that I like. A lot of them I know the people that run the accounts, and they're great people. So I would maybe just start there. Just go Raise the Vibe Tribe. My small account is pinned below. It's Amy Sikarskie. And then I also run Starlight Photos, but I just haven't been posting on that one quite as much lately. So yeah, there's a lot of great ones out there, and just kind of go, just check out their page and go with the vibe and see how you're feeling. So welcome. Let me see if there's any other questions. I'm in Dallas, Texas today, Dallas-Fort Worth area, and so I'm just looking, where's everybody from? This is a good time of day for me. I think I have a hair running across my forehead. It's going to bother me. It's a good day for me right now. This time is really good too, because my husband's at work, my son's doing homework, and I just walked to the pool for a minute. Not that I'm going to get in, but I wanted to be outside. So yeah. So oh, hi Brooke. Hey, Shelly Jane. How can you learn how to do readings? If that's what you're asking, or to see energy, all of that, and how to connect in. It's kind of, it's mostly, there's 3 parts, maybe 4. So first, clearing your energy so that your aura is clear, your chakras are clean and strong, because that's how we can connect in, is through our chakras and our aura. And then it's great to take a class just so you can get information like that and more, and support. Also, trusting the process and practicing is really very, very important. And there was one other thing. I'm forgetting it. But I teach classes in how to do readings. So if you're interested, send me a DM. And I teach them online, so we could totally connect that way. And let's see. Any ideas on astral projections triggered by reading Plato? Very interesting. So maybe like our terminology is a little bit different here, King of the Clouds. Astral projection and triggered. Oh, I get what you're saying. It was me. The word triggered means something different in the line of work that I do. Yeah, well, you know, there might be some codes in there, or you might vibrate with the frequency of Plato. It might have been that you had a past life around that time, and so it personally touched your energy at a soul level and popped you out to project. I feel like a lot of us have these gifts, and actually, you know, I had an awakening in 2001 where I started to have my clair gifts activated, and then I just, you know, did life, went to nursing school, had a family, all of that, and then in 2011 I had this big awakening, and that's when I started remembering past lives. All my clair gifts started activating. I could feel energy around me, I could see energy around me, and I met my guides and all of that. So the energy is just progressively increasing in vibration, and all of us are affected. So whether you understand it or not, you know, it does bring up stuff for us to clear, and it also strengthens our light body, which is our aura, and all the interdimensional aspects of the aura and the chakras, so the whole energy field. And as a part of that, you have layers within your system that hold and store information from past lives. And it can be a life on Earth, it can be a spiritual experience, or it can be a life on another planet. So what's happening, what I'm seeing a lot lately, you know, it happened in my life, I'm seeing it more and more with clients and friends, is that people are having memories flashed in front of them, like a vision or a dream. So they're astral projecting out of body, bilocating, all of that. So that's a really good question. Sometimes it's just starting to happen really naturally, and by journaling it or talking with somebody else that can kind of tune in, you would get more information around it. And I personally love to do past life regressions or spiritual regression, and it's a form of hypnosis, and I was always interested in it forever ago. Like, I think I was in my early 20s, and so I think it was 2014. I don't know. Dates just all blur together for me. But I trained as a hypnotherapist, and that's what I specialize in. And you guys could do like an appointment with me over Skype or Zoom, but you can also find somebody, you know, local if you wanted to do that. And the benefit to it was it just opened my eyes completely. Oh, it's okay now. I was just going to sign off. Okay. So let's try it again. If it freezes, I'll just... Oh, it's freezing. I don't know what to do. So I guess I will go home. Hi. Is it freezing now? Oh, boo. Okay. Okay, I'll go home and I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm just texting it. I'll go home and go live in about 10 minutes probably. Oh my goodness. Mimi, stop. Hi. Let's see who's available to join, because this is just almost ridiculous at this point. My 4th time trying to get on. So hey, welcome back everybody. I got home because the other location I could not get a signal. Now my dogs are following me out here, and my one dog was going nuts. I thought she got stung by a scorpion or something. She was just being spastic. I don't even know. She's fine now. She's chasing the cat. So, welcome. Hi. Okay, let's just start right back where we were. I know the connection was bad. I don't even know how much of it you guys could understand or anything like that. So hello. Okay, let's do questions about anything that could help everybody, and then we can do readings after that. I'll do some readings today. Hi, Katie. Hello. Hi, Trippy. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm just seeing everybody coming on. No Aldo. Oh, you're gonna hear. It's just you guys. I'm not in my office today, so you're just gonna hear all of this. Oh, you watched the playback? Okay, good, Katie. I loved that location. It was really like chill, but you know. So hi, Robbie. Hi. Hello, hello. So if you're new, if you happen to miss the last couple that I just tried to come on live a few minutes ago, my name is Amy. I run Raise the Vibe. I just want to let you guys know that last week we did a really awesome group meditation, and it's available now in the Instagram TV. It took me quite a while to get it, but I got it up. So I just had to do all kinds of nonsense to get it there to keep the full hour. So yes, y'all can go on there and check it out if you want. It's a meditation to clear and strengthen your aura and your chakras. So, and had a lot of people request it. They said it was really good. They could feel some really good energy from it and all the shifts. So, hi, Launch Yourself. Welcome. Hi, Tan Tan, Yan Yan. Oh, you just did it again, Katie. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Brooke. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. It was so nice because we had such a great group of people and all the collective energy was really, really awesome. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Fantastic. Sweet. Okay, that makes me feel good, you guys. I mean, I spent more than a lot of time, like hours, trying to figure that out. I trained myself on some new programs and everything, so I'm happy that you guys will be able to enjoy it. The meditation is on Instagram TV. So if you go to Raise the Vibe Tribe, and then like if you go to my main page where you can see the story highlights in the bio, there should be a little symbol that you can click into for IGTV. And also it's up, or it was up in the stories. So I think it's in the story highlights. You can swipe up and go right into it. So yeah, and it's just a great one. It's kind of, I mean, it's just really nice. The energy was very strong that day, and it clears all the chakras out and strengthens them and clears the aura too. So very, very cool. All right. So I don't know how many of you this is your first live. Yeah. Okay. Papa, try that. That'd be great. Yeah. Okay, Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Okay, in one of my deep meditations, I was seeing and feeling purple lights. What does that mean? Okay, very good question. So all of our chakras have a different color frequency, and the third eye and the crown are vibrations of color. So, I'm sorry, of purple. So you have indigo here, which is a blue and a purple mix, and then the crown is a beautiful purple violet, and a little bit, it's like the higher you raise your frequency, it lightens to a lesser purple. And so you could have been just seeing those chakras activating and starting. Also, if you're working with any archangels, typically some archangels will appear. Everybody has their own way of perceiving a spirit guide or an archangel. One way to perceive them is through color frequencies. Although I will say a lot of times when they come through, you'll see an orb of that color, so an orb. And it could be Metatron or Michael. It also is very, like, it's a little bit individualized in that we all have our clairvoyant abilities are a little bit different. So some people, they might see an archangel as orange, or another person might see him as gold. So there's a little bit of variation there. But it could be an archangel, or it could just be that you're seeing your energy activating. So, Simran, hey, thank you. I love your voice. Thank you. So, what does it mean if you have a dream about alligators? I'm not really sure yet. So, because again, I mean, I could read into it I guess I could read into it, but everybody will have their own way. So it's like, what do alligators mean to you? But if I were to read in it for you, they're talking about taking risks and being strong. Also, their leather, like the skin, I guess it's leather, their scales. Do they have scales? I don't know. I've never seen an alligator up close, but their skin is really thick. So they're talking about like staying strong and taking risks and being brave. And also that there's a little bit of fear involved in that, but just to keep going forward. Also, they're showing me how the alligator will be in the water with its eyes up. So also, like caution, not that you need to be cautious, but it's showing that you are being cautious, like you're just looking at the world around you with your eyes really big, discerning things, so before you take a step in, leap into whatever you're going through. So yeah, so I don't know what's going on in your life, but that's what the alligator is, what I'm getting for you there. Let me scroll up. Okay, So, okay, E-Jazz. I saw a white light. I felt it for 29 seconds. Is that a Kundalini awakening? It can be. The Kundalini awakening, and also I would probably ask you at what point in the meditation did you see that? But the Kundalini is when the chakras, from my understanding, the lower chakras begin to open and the energy runs through the system and it goes from the root all the way up and activates your chakra points. So it could be part of that, but it's also like just a really general way of saying that your clairgifts are opening, you're starting to see energy clairvoyantly, and you were aware of a presence in the room. So my guides first came through like sparkle energy. They look like little sparkles of light, and at first I thought it was my mind playing tricks on me. A lot of times it will happen in the shower when I'm just really relaxed, and also there's something about water and the amplification of energy around water. So I thought, oh no, I'm just seeing the water droplets like bounce off or whatever. And then I looked at the light and it was going in right angles and swirls and up and down and back and forth. I was like, no, it's not water. So my guides started to come to me as white sparkles of light. I've also seen giant orbs, so it could be all of that. But the cool thing is you're definitely having an experience and connecting in with your abilities, and that's also a sign that your chakras and aura were clearing. So very, very good. And I was about to cry. Oh, okay, then yeah, it was probably your guides bringing through like really peaceful white light energy. So that's a really good question. Thanks, everybody. Does meditation help anxiety? Yes, it does. So there can be a lot of causes for anxiety, but energetically speaking, and just my experience that I've had with myself and clients, it's been when we have too much energy sitting on our chest, or that's mostly where I feel it, throat and chest, and it's either my own projects, my own thoughts about things, I just feel like I'm running behind on time or something like that, or it's other people's thoughts and projections coming at me. So I clairvoyantly go in and look at that energy and see it, and I'll push it off if it doesn't belong to me. If it does belong to me, I'm kind of like, okay, it's too much at once. So I ask the energy, I just like kind of, instead of it being like a crowd of energy, like a lot of blob of energy, I line it up and I feel it piece by piece, and I process it, or I transmute it. So so if you were to do a chakra or a cleansing meditation, that would really help. And the last one that I did is really good because I used specific requests in it to clear certain things. So clearing projections of others, clearing imprints, clearing cords and all of that. So it'll clear stuff from other people that's in your field. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how you feel. You can leave a comment under the meditation and I'll just be checking back on that feed. So I just saw, you know what? Oh my gosh. Okay, Light Within. I'm reading your quote right now, or your question, and I just saw this most beautiful hummingbird in my yard that I haven't ever seen before. So then your question is, what do butterflies, bugs, birds signify? So in here I saw a hummingbird. So they can mean a lot of different things. I would say, you know, maybe just to like kind of look it up if you want online and see which one is perfect for you. But for me, they bring the vibration of magic and joy, because I loved that as a child. I was always outside with bugs and birds and all of that, but also freedom. And hummingbirds are very quick, so they signify going from, like, my friend was she told me about this actually, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So for her, it signifies going from one project to another really quickly, because a hummingbird will go from one flower to another very fast. And but for me, it's freedom and joy. So it kind of just depends what type of bird, what type of butterfly. I was driving today and I saw a hawk go through, and a hawk is a big, it's a significant like totem animal for my family. And so when I saw this hawk, I was like, oh my gosh, it was it was meant for me, because I'm just driving and went right in front of my car. You know, it could have waited till I passed, and it had its wings outstretched, and it was so beautiful. And I asked our son, I was like, did you see the hawk? So for me, the hawk signifies strength and wisdom, intellect, also being very keen and observant. So birds, because they sit up high and they can see things from a different perspective, so they have that message. Any bird will have that message about seeing things from a higher perspective. And so if you have anything going on in your life that you're trying to come to terms with, or make a, like a decision on, any issues with friends or work or something, you can also ask to be shown things from a higher perspective. So what is the soul growth meaning behind this? Is there one? Or maybe the opportunity is for you to strengthen your boundaries, so there's a lot of different ways you can look at it. Elijah, yesterday was the new moon. No wonder I was feeling like crap. Yeah, we've been having some more energetic, like I hear disruptions, and you can call them disruptions. I guess that's a good term. Disruptions. So you're just going about your life, going about your day, and then all of a sudden we're getting waves of energy hitting us. So yeah. Okay, dude, when I get random chills in my body, is that a sign? Yeah, it's a sign of energy shifting. So some people will get chills and that, like, their hair will stand up on their arms, the back of their neck, if they're sensing energy. But a lot of times that can be like if it's not a friendly energy. So some people will get that if they're like in a haunted place, right? If there's a ghost around or whatever. It's just a sign. It's your body's instincts telling you that there's an energy present. But I've had a really loving presence where I'll get kind of like a little, like, it wouldn't be a chill. I don't call it a chill, but like little goosebumps, where like the truth comes. And with that though, my heart gets really full and I feel all this love come in. And so when my guides come in, or if I'm working with a client and we say something, they say something, or something comes through and it's a really strong, resonates with their soul or my soul, I'll feel those little goosebumps. And that's the truth. I call them like truth bumps or a truth meter, because you can't make that up. So yeah, oh, hi Ace Military. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody. I'm glad you guys are all connecting on Raise the Vibe. And if there's anything that you're wanting questions on, or like certain types of posts that you really enjoy, let me know, and I'll totally do like more of those for everybody. Let's see. So I'll go back and read some questions in just a minute. I like this one about the twin flames because I think it's pretty open-ended. So I don't resonate with the term twin flames, and I've talked about it why on YouTube and some other lives, but just briefly, I feel like it's very limiting, and also that there's some misinformation, and I also feel like, especially right now, there's a lot of people using that as a buzzword to lure in clients. I'll just say that. So, and I'm sure there's some great readers and stuff, and I have friends that believe in it, but for me, like, it doesn't resonate with me. And I've done a lot of past life regression and studying past lives and life between lives, so the spirit world. So what resonates more for me is soul connections, like soulmates. And I've seen soulmates on the other side where you have a group, like a family or a community of souls, and they will sometimes incarnate in over and over again but play a different role in each other's life. Or sometimes you'll have somebody that's a soulmate, but they're not from your like family on the other side, but you've had multiple lives with them. So I just feel like our spirit is so, like, we're just love, we're light, we're so beyond. So to say that there's only one other person, this twin flame, that there's only one other person for you on earth, I just feel like it's super limiting. And I've also heard of really bad experiences that people have had with that, believing that there's only one other person and it didn't work out, and I know people have committed suicide over it, and they've just been like really really sad and depressed and miserable because of this idea that there's only one other person. And we're so much bigger than that. I've met, that I know of, probably 4 or 5 people in my life that I've had past lives with that I would call like soul family. Some I'm friends with in this life still, some we kind of even went our own ways. I've had 2 soulmates that were like a partner, intimate partner that way, like boyfriend and then husband. And so, but my first boyfriend was a soulmate, but he crossed over. He died early. Like, that was his life contract. That was his thing. He died right after we graduated high school, and And it was really sad. It was really sad. And then, you know, I was not even really into all of this stuff then. And then later on, when I started doing readings and tuning in, he was coming through to me and talking to me about it. And I saw him in my first past life regression where we were together, and he and my husband are friends on the other side. And it was just the coolest thing. So, so you have your contract to come in. Some people have contracted to live till they're 90 or 100 or whatever. We also have exit points where some people might say, well, I want to leave a little bit earlier. So, and I've already passed a couple of exit points. My brother, I don't know, man. He has been in like 3 near-death experiences that were exit points for him. He decided to stay. So so we also have exit points. But the whole thing about twin flames, I did a reading. It kind of always sat funny with me. And probably about in 2014, I really stopped reading a lot of books by other people. I don't watch a lot of YouTube because I do a little bit, but I'm really discerning with it because I want the information that comes through to come through from my guides or the archangels, so that it's not tainted. I don't ever want to feel like I have to question, oh, maybe this message is just coming through because I read it somewhere else. So I haven't really read up on twin flames. I just had the general idea of it. And then I had a client that did an email reading. And so in the email readings, if I channel in the email readings, I go really deep into trance, you know, and just like do automatic writing. And Metatron came in, Archangel Metatron, and he was saying that that the term twin flames is very rare, and it only really happens like if you were to have an ascended master or somebody that's very, very high with their light vibrationally that wanted to come into Earth and split their soul energy so it's in 2 bodies at the same time to help raise the consciousness on Earth. And at that, then their mission here was to raise the consciousness on Earth, and they might or might not connect again. So so I just feel, and he was saying the same thing, that the term twin flame was causing a lot of confusion, and he'd prefer, like, he didn't feel like, he was saying that it wasn't even a thing. But I know that there is talk about it, and there's a whole theory behind it and a whole idea behind it. And then I even did a reading, and I was told, tell them they're twin flames, and then I had to explain it because I was like, okay, I'm hearing your twin flames, but let me explain it. So for them, I saw their energy weaving. They were best friends. They were soulmates in that way. They were like each other's half, but they weren't one soul that split into 2. And so that theory of like one soul splitting into 2, and you have to find your other half, that I don't resonate with. So so you're asking, do some just stay friends? So yes. And so soulmates can just stay friends. And I've met 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm counting, 5 people that when I did a past life regression, I saw some people on the other side that were in my life, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so wild. And some of them I had a really strong relationship with in this life, and others I didn't. So we play roles for each other, and some will come and go. So yeah, so I am going on and on and on about it. Let me scroll to the end. Okay, so I'm seeing if there were any thoughts on that or questions on that. Oh, somebody's talking about the exit points. Yeah, the exit points are a big thing. I've had a few, and I also had a couple of experiences where I knew it wasn't my time to go, and I was in a physically compromised position, like when I almost drowned in the ocean this year. And I called my guides because it was really funny. Like, I totally believe in God. I believe in a higher power. I also believe in like the circle of life. And so I thought, well, I need to call straight to my guides because they channel through me. And we've been working together a lot. And I was just like, keep this channel going, you know. And so what happened is I went out in the ocean. I'm not a strong swimmer. It was very choppy water. I should not have done it. My husband, he did just fine. I started to panic because I lost my flipper. We were snorkeling, and I was like, oh my gosh, and the waves kept pushing me further and further away, and I was freaking out a little bit inside. Like, I'm in my heart and in my mind, I'm like, SOS, SOS, like sending a signal. And I'm laughing about it now, but it was a real situation. And like 3.2 seconds later, this big wave came and threw me up on a rock. and I got all caught up, but I didn't mind. So it threw me on the rock. It was coral. I couldn't catch hold even because there was so much moss. So I slipped off and I was like, okay guys, let's do this again. And so then this other wave came and threw me up on a rock, which is really interesting now that I'm even talking about it, because the waves were before that were pulling me out away from the shore, and they turned direction and threw me. It was like a cove, and so I was trying to swim over to the side. There's no way I was going to make it straight back. So now I have waves throwing me in the other direction. It was crazy, but I know that was my guides, so I just know it was them. I'm like, so that was another thing, like talk about guardian angels and stuff like that. A lot of people resonate with guardian angels. They pushed me up onto that rock, and I have a scar from it and all of that, but I'm alive. So it was really, really interesting. Yeah, very, very crazy story. And then my husband, get this. So I'm missing a flipper while I'm carrying it in my hand, and so I had to take it off. Okay, so I took both of them off. I'm walking on coral, like all these crabs, and I'm seeing all of the sea, creatures and stuff, and I'm walking on coral, trying not to cut my feet open. And then I get back to the beach, and my husband's there, like all chill and happy. He had no idea that I just about, in my mind, died. And he thinks I'm overreacting. I'm like, I'm not, I promise. I just saw my whole life flash before my eyes. And I was like, I cannot go out into the ocean here. So we found a calmer place. But yeah, it was quite the experience. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to go back and scroll through some questions. Let's see. Okay, dude. Okay, you're asking for a past life reading. Let me do... Sorry, my son's trying to call me. He's probably going to try 5 more times. But let me do readings in a little bit. Amy, hi. Am I going to move? Oh, okay. Let me do readings here in a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, Michelle, yeah, what's my opinions on ETs? Have I ever channeled any? Yes, and yes. I do believe in them. I've had visitations, and my guides, I don't call them ETs, but they're star beings. So Starseed, some people call them ETs, but they definitely are in a higher frequency band around Earth, and we typically, my home planet is not Earth, I know that, and but I'm here right now, and it's really, cool. I'm enjoying it. So my guides are, some people would call ETs, and I do vocally channel them, and they come through as the Council of Light or the Council of 8, and yeah, I vocally channel them. There's a few of those on YouTube, so if you go to the link in my bio and click onto YouTube from my homepage, you can see some of those channelings where they'll come through and talk through me. Let's see. What is the past life regression? Past life regression is a form of hypnotherapy where, like, instead of you going to somebody and getting a reading from them, they help you do your own reading for yourself. Just think of it like that, like a really simple way. So you go through hypnosis where you relax. You go really deep in hypnosis where your mind kind of just drifts away. All the mental chatter of the day will just fade away. So you're going from beta to alpha to theta, which is where you go when you meditate. That's where I go when I tune in for information. My brain, like, literally will change, the waves. And then you have a hypnotherapist that will guide you open-endedly. Like, for example, like one way you could be like, take an elevator or a path or stairs, and then you're going, then it opens up. What do you see? So it's very conversational, where you will be giving feedback, and then you go into past lives, so they'll help you get to those past lives. And it's really, really profound. It can be. I've probably had 8 myself, just because I did a past life regression and then a life between life regression, which is a little bit different, and then I trained in it. And so in my training, you trade with a partner. I have multiple past lives, the regressions that I had on myself. But the life between life regression is based off the Newton Institute, and if you read Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls, it's based off of that. Those 2 books will explain it. But the life between life is where I met my soul family, and that's where you go into the spirit world and you see what your life is like when you're not in a physical body. And it was really profound and really cool. well, for me, I wanted to know a lot about the energy work that I do. And so I was shown how I work with DNA, and I was shown how I work with energy, all of this stuff that was really, really interesting and very neat. And it's helped me in my career and in, you know, like helping people now when I do energy therapy. So that was very interesting. And I share a little bit about them in the 2 books that I've wrote. And this is the page for it, Starseed at Ascensions. This is my page. I just shared it. Activating the Starseed and Messages from the Councils, and they're available on Kindle and Amazon. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, Elijah's asking. I know I talked to you about this a while back, and I've been doing good, but there's days when I just feel like I'm not seeing clearly. Can you take a peek at my energy? You're running a reading too. You crack me up. Yeah, I'll do some readings in a minute. Okay, so hi everybody. Okay, I'm scrolling down to the bottom. So, hi Light Within Wanderer. Okay, to be added to the Angel Chat classroom, you first have to register for a class. So pick a class, or if you haven't yet, then wait until you register for the class. And when you register for the class and you get into the module online, it will tell you how to get into the private classroom. So I have, at the bottom you'll see Angel Chat Classroom. My friend Nicole and I are offering our Learn to Channel, which is all about tuning into your own energy first and foremost, discerning energies, and then meeting your guides and doing readings with guides. And for those who are ready, we've had quite a few students from our last course, our last class, that are starting to more stream and do a little bit of vocal channeling. But that we changed our dates. So if y'all are on here, Nicole and I changed our dates a couple of days ago. So the dates are going to be the first Wednesday of November through the first Wednesday of December. So for our lives that we're going to do. And alrighty, so okay, reading time. Now I'm doing readings. So okay, throw your readings up, guys, and then oh, hi Josie, honey, you died and came back. Ooh, I feel like I missed a part of your first part. I won't leave. I'm scared. I did it once. I died and came back. Yeah, well, if it happens where it's not your time, you can go into the astral realm. And depending on your emotion and what's happening in that moment, you can go into different layers of the astral realm. So when somebody releases from the body and they're crossing over, actually like a really natural death where you know it's somebody older or they're dying, you know, they're leaving of a chronic something, and everybody's aware. And it might be like a few days or a week, that whole process. The soul will start to leave the physical body way before it does, and it will gradually like leave and come, like fade in and fade out, and every time it goes out it takes a little bit more of their energy with, until finally the last breath. And they have guides and angels on the other side that are helping them up into the higher realms. If it's a sudden accident or something, or sometimes when people are in a coma and they're out of body anyways in coma, they can kind of just be finding themselves in a lower astral realm where they're not like popped up to the heavenly space. And so if you were scared at all while you were having that experience, that might have been what was happening. Or you might have had that panic attack knowing that it wasn't your time to go, and then you came back into the body. So and I've had friends that have died and come back too, and it's really interesting experience. So I've had experiences outside the physical body where I've left my body, but my body was still here, like I hadn't died at all. So it's really interesting what happens and how our soul and our energy, you know, merges with the body and all of that. And it's also fun in the past life regressions. I call it fun, but I guess it's, you know, it's serious business, really it is. But I find it very interesting when we go back to the birth, and a lot of people will come into the body at once and stay, and sometimes people will come into the body in utero a little bit at a time. Sometimes I've had clients that don't even come into the body till after they've been born, and then they, like when they take their first cry, they merge with the body. So it's very interesting, the whole process of coming into the physical body and leaving the physical body. So yeah, very good. Okay, so Elijah, I'm going to read for you real quick, just your energy. You said you've been feeling a little bit of heaviness. So I'm seeing a little bit at the back of the shoulders, the back of the neck, and then something is messing with your solar plexus in the front of that chakra. So it's messing with your personal power, inner strength, and I see who it is. I know who it is, so I'll tell you in a private DM. And so yeah, so My dogs see the cats. They're so crazy. So what would be good for you is just a cleansing meditation. Go do that meditation that's on Instagram Live. And if that doesn't work for you, let me know and we can do like a crystal release. So yeah, you're just stressed out with energy of other people. So yeah, and then can you guys ask me, like, if you're gonna ask a question, ask it one line, just like a one-line specific question. I mean, you can give like 2 sentences if you want to give a little bit of background, but it just helps me. It helps me. Okay, so Cinnabunny, hi, I had a dream Sunday afternoon where I felt like I encountered an entity. Can you tell me? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're on. I was going to get back with you on that. If they were harmful or what they wanted. Okay, hold on one moment. They weren't harmful in the way that, like, they weren't trying to, like, harm you, but I don't feel like it was a very high vibrational being. I definitely feel like it was probably something in the astral realm. And so what you could do, you're tuning into the different frequencies is what I'm hearing. So do a cleansing of your home and space, and before you go to bed and stuff, just clear the energy around you. Hold on one second. Mimi, come here. Come here. I need to get a leash on you. She's just so wild. She's part Chihuahua, and we rescued her as a foster and kept her, but I've never had a dog bark so much in my whole life. She sees a cat on top of the fence, so that's what it's all about. But, so anyways, so yeah, so you want to do a clearing. Call in Archangel Michael and also Jeremiel. Jeremiel to help that soul cross over. Jeremiel helps with life reviews, and Michael will help protect your space. So call in Archangel Michael and Jeremiel, and you can call him Metatron if you want to, and just clear your space. Maybe do like a meditation where you're bringing light into your field and into your house before you go to bed. But I'm just getting it was like a passerby. It's just like if you're out at the grocery store and there's somebody that kind of has a vibe that you're not really feeling. It was kind of like that. But you are on point. You did feel energy. There was something around. So yes. Hi, Frances. You guys, it's raining, and I'm gonna sit in the rain. Every time the past week that I've been out here, it started to rain on me. Of course, I come out because it's overcast, but you know what? I love the rain, so it's all good. Okay, your dad is about to cross over. Anything you can tell me about this? So first of all, big hug. Yeah, just sending a lot of love because I can only imagine the emotions around all of that. My parents are both still with me. So just want to send you guys a lot of love. I feel like he's ready to go at a soul level, like his spirit's ready to go. He's coming to terms with it. So part of him really wishes that he could stay longer. But then there's the other part that was like, no, you've done really good. He's definitely being greeted on the other side. I see like a whole team around him, like a circle of light where he would walk into it, like a big hug from the guides on the other side. And what I'm hearing is I'm hearing a mother figure coming through. So there's somebody that would be a mother figure to you or him, and that just means that they have like really loving motherly energy. And so a mother figure, and there's a lot of love with that, and they're saying that just let him know it's okay. Anything you want to say to him, you can. But even after he crosses over, he can go to the other side, do his life review, and then come back and have conversations with you and stuff like that. So it's not the end. It's not the end at all. There's still life after death, and you can definitely make that connection. So let me read another one. And welcome, everybody. I'm doing readings now. I see people popping in. So go ahead and put your question up. Carol Market Official. I'm just scrolling kind of whatever ones I stop on. Hi, hello. Am I going to move to the USA or Canada soon? Alone. Okay, one moment. My dog is out of control. She's under the awning where it's not raining. And she's just barking out of the rain. Sorry. Okay, let me look. One moment. I don't feel like it's been decided, actually. Isn't that interesting? So we are at a space and time right now where we have a lot to say about the timelines. Don't mind my hat. This looks so dorky. We have a lot to say about the timelines. So we're at a space right now where I have to move. It's like my whole iPad's soaking wet. Let's move to the other area. But it hasn't been decided. So your guides want you to really put your energy into it, and they're asking, do you want to move? November is going to be the month that you'll know. So November is going to be a big month for you. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, friends. We're going on a journey. Let me make sure I've got everything. All right. Oh, hold on. I lost my headphones. 1 second. Okay. Let's do this. Gosh, you know, it's like the drops are coming down quite a bit larger and stronger, so we'll go into my office. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Okay, 1 second. I'll give y'all some readings, but I gotta get in there. Alright. That's little Bosco. He's not the one that's being naughty. Mimi's being naughty. She's the one who's barking up a storm. Okay, here we go. Last time I did this, the Wi-Fi did something and it cut out, so hopefully you all can see me. It's not freezing. Ah, my hair's all wet. Alright, hold on. Keep your questions coming and I will read them. So here we go. Maybe in the fall, maybe in the fall it'll be a lot easier to sit outside. Maybe it won't rain so much later on. Okay, so reading about, oh yeah, the timelines. Okay, so your timelines haven't quite solidified. So you have November is going to be a big month for you, and I'm also seeing March. March. The month of March will be a big month for you as well. And would it be alone? No, I don't think it's going to be alone. I see somebody with you, and that might be another thing. That might be part of why it hasn't formulated in your life path yet, because it's always tricky. It's kind of interesting when we're dealing with our free will and the free will of somebody else. So whether you've met them or not yet, there is somebody else that you could be moving with, and I don't feel like it's been decided, so there's a little bit up in the air on that, but they're saying not to worry because they're talking about free will choice and that it's going to be your choice, so if you want to go or not. And they're saying that it would be really good too. It looks really good. It'd be different. It'd be like a really nice adventure for you. So it'd be really fun. So yeah, you could move, and you're going to know more in November, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be March that you would move. So thank you. Okay, good question. All right, guys, so just start putting your questions again, and I'm scrolling now at the bottom, kind of go around there. Trippy, hi. Well, I moved to New York. Also, do you see any energies following me? Okay. And can you tell me whether or not I'll meet a soulmate? Okay, I'm just going to pick one question. So let me just tune in and see what comes through, and that will be the answer. I'll let the guides or whoever, let me see. I'm going to ask. Okay, I'm going to tune in with Archangel Metatron real quick. So one moment. Yes, a strong pull to New York, for sure. I said I'd only read one, but that was too quick. So let me do one more. Let me look at your energy. You're asking if any energies are following. Am I reading that right? Because that's what I'm looking at. Is there any energies following you around? So, when you come home, you're good. You're good to go. Like when you come into your house, nothing is following you around. But yeah, like I saw you outside and there were energies, like little kid energies just kind of playing around and stuff like that. So if you sense something following you, there is energy that was following you. There's a lot of activity on Earth right now. A lot of the souls aren't crossing over, you guys. So a lot of souls are getting kind of trapped in those lower dimensions or just in the astral realm. So I'm just going to have a girl moment for a minute. My hair is out of control. My hair is like naturally kind of wavy, so it's starting to get that wave going. It's frizzing out. But yeah, so there's energies when you're out and about, but your home looks pretty clean, I would say. At least these ones aren't following you into the house. So, okay, very cool. Let me, you feel, oh, hi, there you are. You feel a little girl's energy. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a little girl and a little boy, and their outfits were older, like not of our era, maybe the 70s or the 80s or something, like a little dress. So, but don't worry, it's just a kid, you know, there's nothing wrong by it, but it's a ghost or whatever. She's a little ghost. But you can ask, they're having fun, like they're okay. So sometimes kids that don't cross over, they're okay. Not always, but she's laughing and having fun. So, but I don't feel like she's really coming into the house so much. So if you're still sensing like a connection, it's probably a telepathic connection. And but yeah, you know what, if it's bothering you or whatever, ask Archangel Jeremiel to come in and help her cross over. So yeah, so okay, and then scrolling down to the bottom. Okay, let's see. I have Oh, why would a soul not cross over? Good question. Souls sometimes they won't cross over if they don't know they're dead. Like if it was a sudden, like accident, or if they were in a coma and they were in and out of their body, but then their body ended up dying and they didn't realize it. So that happens. Also, that's mostly like for kids or people that are like doing all right. Also, I've seen like adults that maybe they're afraid to die. Maybe they have a religious belief or a belief set that they're going to go to hell or something like that. But you know, if they don't cross over, then they are in hell because they're in the lower realms. So those are some reasons why souls would not cross over. I've seen a bunch, and sometimes they don't cross over if they love their family and they want to watch over them, and they're just misunderstanding that you can cross over, do your life review, get clear of all program from your life here, and then come back in as like a guardian angel. You want to call it that, like a guide to your family, like you can be there for your family. So there's definitely ways to cross over and then come back. But sometimes they want to stay because they feel like their family needs them. And I've also seen ghosts stay because they were angry and they do want to haunt people that pissed them off on them. So that's a whole other thing. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Also, some of them just love being out of the body and they don't realize, because when we come into the human body and then we get programmed and conditioned, then we forget a bunch of stuff. So they might not realize that, hey, you can still fly around and project yourself and do whatever you want outside of a body if you go up into the higher dimensions. So those are some reasons why they wouldn't cross over. I'm sure there's more. I mean, just think about anything you can think of could be a reason, but those are ones that I've seen.